out of here. Wonder why young Licky never had a fear. Say it once, say it twice, you gon' get peace. Anybody ever ask what happened with the bleach? Running from they almost had me wanna slip. Way it went back, I almost started jail. Around the same time, bumping till I first a tip. I ain't know who went harder, made me wanna celebrate. Now we in the
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Bengals going up against the Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run again with Perine. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Here's Perine. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Defense showing blitz. Now a carry for Perine. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Again, here's Perine. Powers through it. And now running right through it. Gets through, and now an opening. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The toss play to Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And Dalton to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now P-Ryan. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it here with P-Ryan. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They toss to P-Ryan. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Bulldozes past him. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. A gain of 8 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A toss play. Here's Pirine. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now Jameis on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it with Pirine. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Samaje Pirine denied on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Eifert, the man in motion. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. So Dalton now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Back to throw. Rich. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Rich. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. The final act of the first half. Dalton buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 10 yards still left on second down. Dalton here from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And some space here. Space to maneuver at the 40. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Here's Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Bucks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Rich rolling to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bengals are in for 6. To throw here, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Yeah. Right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Rich. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they run with Mixon. Muscles him off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From midfield here, Dalton. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich, he's going to air one out. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's a toss coming right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Gets around him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now the Bengals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got a man, complete. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 84 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They start on the ground with P-Ryan. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looking to throw. Rich. Wide open. That's Clark. They lost him. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Here we go.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw. Rich. And incomplete here on third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Operating from the gun. Rich looking deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of the time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Play action now. Dalton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On the toss, Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And the wideout in motion. In motion right comes Green. Again, it's Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.